So update, there is no update. I am on cycle day 39. Ovia is, sorry, this word is really, really bumpy. I'm on cycle day 39. Ovia is really confused because it's got a bunch of question marks. It doesn't know when I'm ovulating. It doesn't know anything because every cycle for the past 16 months has been 28 to 33 days long. Yeah, so there's no update. I'm waiting. I don't know. I've been really hungry, like my period's coming. I cried this morning watching a video, which is weird because I don't cry like ever. So I don't know, maybe my hormones are just totally out of whack, or I'm pregnant. I keep telling my husband, I'm like, what if I had the surgery and we don't even get to go to the IUI because I got pregnant already? I guess you guys will have to just wait and find out. Welcome, hi, hey, hello, hello, hello. I'm back. So much for not having an update. Yesterday, after not having an update, I emailed my doctor just to tell her, you know, hey, it's been 3 weeks since the procedure. I have not gotten my period yet. You told me to contact you at 3 weeks from the last appointment, but, you know, I'm impatient and this is weird. I'm on cycle day 40. What the heck is going on? I also had some questions about my job. So, for those of you who do not know, I work as a licensed veterinary technician for a very busy oncology service, which means I give chemotherapy. I've spoken to my regular OB/GYN about my job, and you know, she knew that we were trying to conceive, so she gave me her recommendations. But since being at the reproductive endocrinologist, we have not had that conversation about, you know, what I can and cannot do, what I should be, you know, limiting and things like that at work. So I just wanted to, you know, put it out there that this is what I do and see if she had any recommendations that were maybe different from the other doctor. So her nurse called me around 6 o'clock last night and said, hey, are you free to come in for an appointment tomorrow morning? You can come in at 7 a.m. We just want to check your cycle. And I was like, sure. I was like, but I can't come in at 7 because I teach, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I came in at 7:30 this morning. It is currently 8:22 a.m. And I was really unsure about what was going to happen. I had no idea. So I taught my group fitness class this morning. That's why my hair is crazy pants. And went straight there. I really tried not to do much at my class so that I wasn't, you know, really sweaty and gross to go teach my class. I mean, to go to the doctor. Which I wasn't, so it was good. So basically I was sitting in the waiting room like, okay, so I have no idea why I'm here. She brought me in, did an ultrasound. She didn't really say anything. She said, let's check some blood work to check. I guess she wanted to, they didn't have me do a urine test, which they usually have me do before. There was a super small chance that maybe I could be pregnant, so I was like, I didn't see anything at all on the ultrasound that indicated maybe there was a problem, so she sent me down for blood work to check if I ovulated. So basically, I had what looked like a follicle at my last appointment, and which was like a week and a half ago now. And it's not there anymore. So it's, the chances that I did ovulate are pretty high, but she said because I'm not really experiencing any of the symptoms I typically experience, like tender breasts and, you know, things like that, she said she'd do some blood work to find out. She'd give me a call later to let me know if I did in fact ovulate and around about when I should expect my period. So she said if I didn't ovulate and I had an anovulatory cycle, she would know by the blood work. And she would have me start the medication, the Femera, to get started towards our first IUI. So there is a chance that I could be fast-tracked into IUI without ever really getting a period, or we could have to wait for my period. So So I don't really know. But that's where we're at. Again, just not knowing. I feel like that is the story of my life lately. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have like real emotions or feelings about all of this. I'm sort of pretty much just going through the motions. It's become like, I don't know how to explain it. Anybody who's ever gone through this type of thing, like, it becomes almost routine. Like, you're, you know, in the beginning, like when you go to your regular OB and you have to get a pap smear every year or every 3 years, depending on your doctor, you know, it's nerve-wracking. Like, you shave your legs and you get yourself all together, and it's like this whole big production because it's uncomfortable. You know, you're laying on this cold table in this room with your legs up in the air, and somebody is looking at an area that is supposed to be private. Like, your whole life you're told, like, this is your body and you're supposed to, you know, cherish your body, and it's supposed to be like a sensitive like thing, and you're not supposed to like just show your vagina to the world. So I know it's a doctor situation, but it's still uncomfortable, and it becomes to this point when you've gone through how many I don't even know, I've lost count how many ultrasounds I've had, you know, these transvaginal ultrasounds, and you have these doctors that are constantly poking and prodding at your private areas. They're no longer private. It's definitely an interesting, I don't know how else to explain it. It's an interesting series of events that turns you into being super private and super like nervous to like, yeah, okay, whatever, do what you need to do. So yeah, I mean, I guess there was a little bit of me that was kind of excited, like maybe I'm pregnant, like what if, holy crap, what if, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case because of that. So I bet you I'll get my period in the next couple of days, just because I had to go and have a $276 ultrasound today, of course. So about work, so I give chemotherapy to dogs and cats. We work as oncology technicians or nurses, for a lack of a better term. Essentially, I am responsible for preparing chemotherapy, which means I have to wear gloves and a mask and a gown and things like that to protect myself. But there is a chance that I can have, you know, exposure to these chemotherapy agents. So I did want to discuss that with my doctor. She said that ideally I would double glove and try to limit exposure as much as I can, and really be careful with, you know, degloving and things like that. Obviously I have to work, so unless something changes and I can change the type of work that I do, you know, I just have to be careful with what I'm doing. So yeah, that's basically my update for now. I will keep you guys posted when I get my period, if I get my period, what the doctor recommends, if I get to start taking the Femara now or if I have to wait. Either way, I think IUI is our next step, as previously stated in the last video, because it doesn't look like I was lucky enough to get pregnant beforehand. I say lucky, I mean, I don't know. Financially that would be lucky, because then I wouldn't have to pay for the IUI. But we're pretty like, minds have wrapped around this whole IUI thing. So if I would have walked in there today and she'd be like, oh my god, you're pregnant, I would have been like, what? So yeah, that's basically what's going on. So like, subscribe, check out one of my other recent videos. I will also be starting to post some stuff about fitness and weight loss and PCOS and things like that. I don't want it to only be one playlist for my channel, so I'll try to give you guys a couple of things. If you have any questions, please comment below. I would love to answer your questions. And so yeah, I will update you guys as soon as I know what the heck is going on. Ah!